I'm Molly.
I'm Molly.
And this is Play on Molly.
Still laughing.
I always just like get a little
It's so
uncomfortable,
awkward.
like going into it. I'm like, and then it's like, and we're
Play on Molly. It's so drama. We're so drama for literally no reason.
drama. Like, it's,
You know what? It's fine. It doesn't need to be like that. And that's why we're memed everywhere we are.
And
we're like, I'm also Molly.
everywhere we walk, someone
Literally
says
cringe.
it. And we're like, you guys can't see us when it's playing, but we're like dying of
We're like,
laughter.
"Ew."
We're like, yeah,
That was definitely not good.
No.
Well,
Okay.
I think we're still a little delirious. Happy week after Marty.
No. Woo! I can't believe it's not even been. It hasn't even been a full. Has it?
Today,
Oh, it's been
today
a full
makes it
week today.
week. And it feels like it's been years, but it also feels like
Just yesterday.
just yesterday.
Oh my god, I'm still recovering. I'm not fully recovered.
I
for sure.
felt like a zombie definitely since Tuesday.
I'd be like sitting. That was like a British accent.
I'd be like
I'd be like sitting in class. I was like sitting in class, and I was having trouble. Like I was going like this, like trying to like open my eyes
and you
because
just
I
can't.
couldn't focus on the
Coffee
screen.
doesn't even work. Also, I feel like going into class, I feel like it's my first day of classes. Like I feel like I haven't been in school my brain hasn't like done anything.
No,
for
and I
so
feel like,
long.
you know, like when you walk into the first day and you're like so eager to know who's in your class and stuff and like what
Yeah.
you're gonna learn. Like I keep having those pre-class jitters. Like I know everyone in class.
Right,
by
like
now.
it's almost like it's like midterms now.
Yeah, and it just for some reason things just feel new.
Marty like throws everything off.
It's a lawless time.
It is a lawless time. It's a scary time, but it was great.
It was awesome.
Did you have as much fun this year as you did last year?
No. And I say that in a way like, okay, I need to rephrase that. Like I definitely
applesaucing it.
As you should. I definitely think that last year was more fun, but that was because we hadn't had a Marty. Like there was a year skipped, so it was more fun. Everyone was just more eager. There were less visitors.
Like losing your Marty virginity is just like it's the first time. It's just the first time. It's emotional. It's great. It's
crazy.
This year
was so fun though.
It was amazing. I feel like just when you have visitors and just like you're trying to show everyone like how good of a time it is, and you're like less focusing on like you having fun and more like them having fun.
I totally feel that.
My sister came and I like had the best time, and I think she had the best time, but I was so focused on like her having a good time that like last year we were just like delirious and just having a great time.
Last year I also think since we lived with 8 people, it was different because it was a dorm. It was a suite with 8 people. We had no choice but to like go hard in the bathroom.
And like every time.
And like now we just have like, now that we live in a house, we had like big space and like people were wandering and people were going like,
and it's just different.
It's different. And the vibes were different. And I don't think that it was physical Marty that was the problem. I think it was like
just the vibe. Like last year we would come back from a party or something and like be in like a gross dorm and like be silly. This year we were like in a home.
Like I would fall asleep on your floor.
Yeah.
Like rather than the floor of like a family room.
Yeah, it's just different.
It was just different vibes, but it was still amazing.
It was great.
Even Alex Earl came.
I know. I didn't see her though.
Neither did I. And I didn't see Sandra
she was at the boot like a lot.
I can't believe we missed that.
I know. But so the first day of Marty, just like so on brand for us. Us walking into P, and there were 5 police
home.
In our own home. There was no one in our house. We were out at a pregame, and there were 5 police officers.
They were like
at our front door.
They were at our front door and they're like, "Do you mind if we come in?" And we're like,
"Why?
Why?" And they're like, "We just need to like check around." Like there was an anonymous tip that a person was here, and
we were like, "What person?" And we were like bugging out, and they're like, "No, you guys aren't in trouble." And I honestly like I don't even remember, but they like we led them upstairs. It was so weird.
We shouldn't have even like
let them like they didn't have a warrant.
Yeah, I'm like now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, why did all that happen? I was just sitting there like, what's going on?
I was like, do you want any water? They're like, nope, we're just looking around.
And we're like, okay, well, we're a house filled with 21-year-olds, so nothing's like it was.
No, it was just weird. It was really.
We were just very confused.
Marty's just
a time where everything that we would do on a normal day doesn't exist.
No,
but the things that do exist are like emphasized to the max.
Yeah,
like,
it's also just like
so extra.
Like you said, anything that like what you would not do on a normal day is just like goes unfazed. Like
it's normal.
It's just normal. And like someone will tell you something that they did that a week before you'd be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And now you're just like, you know what?
We won't get into details
Happy
of
Marty.
that because I think
obviously it's just like
people,
just in general. It's
but I wish we could.
I know.
But spill the tea.
Spill the tea.
But
Not us,
you guys could.
Not us.
I feel like you can insinuate what we're talking about.
I made it to Tequila Sunrise this year.
I'm so proud of you. It's because
both
we didn't
of us
go to
did.
the Met. Yeah, we did. Boom, killed it. Well, I had a coffee at 10 p.m. in Chloe's bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, like, it has to, like, I'm going to pass out. You're like, no, like, you're gonna be jittery. Because, like,
the coffee, like, helped you, though.
It saved me. But I was crazy at Tipitina's. I was, like, completely dead sober.
I feel like
sober, but I was
off,
bouncing off coffee.
Yeah. I feel like that goes, like, Tipitina's, like, that goes along with us being washed up after abroad. Like we just couldn't make it to the Met, where we like went last year. It's like,
which is like a rave
vibes.
Club.
I just was like not, my body was not up. I just can't.
Yeah, no. We watched jazz bands instead, and I thrived.
It was amazing.
Like the best night.
It was so fun. We went with like all of our guy friends, and like I had a high noon. Like I was vibing.
You were vibing.
It wasn't,
and I was running around like a wild animal.
Yeah, but at that point, my stomach, like my whole body was just like a wreck from just everything that just the food. I just couldn't. But
I remember because Tequila Sunrise, like we watched Something Borrowed before to stay up at like after Tequila,
from like 2 to 4.
After Tipitina's, we came home. We got in pajamas and we watched movies.
We made something really weird. I remember. I had so many things during that movie.
I think I had crackers and cream cheese or something really disgusting.
I had like cup of noodles and mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, like so we were just like whatever was left was being in. Anyway, we went to Tipitina's, and when we got home, we watched a movie because we had to go to the house to watch the sunrise we were leaving at 4. So we had to stay up, whatever. But I remember at Tipitina's, because I was so delirious, but I was also off coffee. I was with your boyfriend going like this the entire night, tapping my foot with my finger, dancing
entire night. I don't know. It's the go-to dance move, he says.
You know what's funny about that? I've known Jordy for a very long time now, and I've never once seen him do that move.
He usually just like sways his body.
I feel like he's more of like he's more of like a vibe to the beat kind of guy,
not a
in sync toe finger tap.
He looks like my grandpa. It's so weird.
It was an old school dance.
It was.
It was definitely
what a night. And that night, staying up all night was quite a time too.
I don't know why. I was the only one that didn't fall asleep, which is so rare.
When?
Like before we made it to the frat.
You dozed. I did. I dozed.
Which was, I will say,
so that not was me.
Really reverse of us because you always.
I'm up. I can't sleep. I was for like it was like 7 minutes.
It was maybe less.
Yeah.
Like, I looked over and I was like, oh, "There's no way this is happening."
And then like someone moved, and I was like, "Oh."
It was probably me because me and you shared the couch, and Mia was curled up on a ball in the little chair that we have like next to our TV.
Oh my god!
And I just remember like, wow, that coffee saved me. And I'm usually the one to pass out in any given time and space.
She's narcoleptic.
I claim I'm I'm not actually. I'll admit, I just have this talent.
It's like it is a talent.
I can fall asleep at any time, any place.
It's a skill. It's something. It's a skill. It's something that like
I can block out the
abroad you were able to sleep any Uber, plane, anything. I could never do that.
Our whole London story, we've told them. I slept the entire car ride. The scary one that was 2 hours, and I slept on the plane while we were waiting. Just for me to wake up and realize we were still in London.
Yeah, like I can't.
Yeah, like I was just shocked that I lasted, but it was the coffee.
Did you sleep a lot this weekend in your recharge weekend?
I had a recharge weekend here, and I would say no, I didn't sleep that much. I was really thrown off.
Same. My flight. So it was Tequila Sunrise on Tuesday. Like we slept a good amount of time Tuesday. Then I had to wake up at like 5 on Wednesday for a flight. I went to Florida to see my family.
Florida.
And then didn't sleep really much there. Shared a room with my 16-year-old brother, so it just wasn't like comfy vibes. Then I had a flight had to leave at 3 a.m. the other day, so not really caught up.
I'm not gonna lie, like Mia and Chloe, our friends that we live with, like Jord was gone, she was in Florida, but like Mia and Chloe were in the B school really late every single night to the point where like I felt like I was living alone.
Yeah, that's weird.
So like
that's like very also unlike I feel like you're never in our house alone. Like just anyone, it's not.
never. And it was very, very weird. And I would like get into bed at like 9, but I wouldn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then I'd wake
but
up.
But sometimes
like
resting is like the best type. Like I like the other day I got in bed so early and just like watched TV, like had some me time.
I'm so antsy. Like that just didn't work for me. I've been coloring a lot again.
Really?
Yeah, I'm back on that grind.
I want to start coloring, I think.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's for you.
I know. I don't have the patience.
You tried a little in Madrid.
Yeah.
For like
Molly has like so many pieces of art.
So many pieces of art. I even made one for Mia because last time we were here was Valentine's Day.
I know.
And I spent it with Mia eating dinner together, cooking, listening to
Valentine's Day
sad music because that's what makes us happiest, honestly. It's really weird. And I remember I drew her a rose picture. That was really the moral of the story. It's really sweet to it.
No, but you're really an artist.
That's me.
Love it. So, should we talk current events of just...
I love good current events.
Influencers and stuff. Like a lot's been going on recently.
I feel like current events now, this is so random, but like in high school, we used to like for history class have to do current events. And it was just like you just didn't want to do it. But I think that is like the one thing in high school that you actually learned like really important to have.
I hated current events.
Everyone hated doing it, but it's the only way that back then we like got information.
I also just like used to hate like just that, like anything that was like genuinely like meaningful, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just liked the stupid stuff like, better.
I'm not gonna lie, like I lived for algebra and now I never used it in my life. No, whereas same, like I didn't like current events. And
yeah, or just like even like health class, like that's way more beneficial than like my creative writing English class or like anything like that.
No, totally.
Way more useful.
But speaking of current events, speaking of social media influencers, because I feel like right now that's not really current events.
No, but to us, I'm like current events, like Haley and Selena T. That's not a current event.
Like
at all.
What's Alex Earl up to? I mean, Patrick Todd did go to her house, and that was the best thing I've ever seen.
I think that was the most unreal move that his marketing team could have done.
Totally. Like that was just because you know what it is, Alex. I can't stop fidgeting today.
Yeah,
I have been shaking in my boots.
I realized.
I think that Alex Earl is more a college demographic, where it's like you have Charlie D'Amelio, who is more a younger crowd.
Like she's never on my For You page.
I wish I could say that. She's always on mine.
Really?
But I'm on like
you're on like different.
I'm on high school TikTok.
Yeah, like I'm
on all the dances. I'm on. I don't.
Like
know
I haven't
why.
seen Charlie D'Amelio in like a very long time. Like or Dixie. I haven't really.
Dixie's not on mine.
The thing with Alex though is like yes, obviously I think her main demographic are college students, but she has everyone hooked. Like everyone. She has like 50-year-old women. Like everyone, my mom watches, which is like the beauty of her. Like she just like everyone. Even if they're not in college, like just want to be like in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She just has this, I don't even know what it is, but she's so entertaining without even trying. And I think that's what.
Because she's relatable and
she's
you just
so
feel
real
like she's your friend.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Outer Banks cast. Whatever. Like all I want to be.
Never met a more diehard.
I just want to be in the Outer Banks friend group more than anything. Like I just want to be on a ship with them. There's a fly going. I think I just killed it. I'm not going to lie.
Talent.
Yeah, a little swan. I just think that I would really enjoy their banter and their adventures. I don't think I could handle the adventure.
Does John B have banter?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I watched season 1, so
girl, you gotta catch up. They have great banter. Like I think me and JJ would really hit
JJ. I liked a lot.
He's funny, and I think that I would be best friends with Cleo and Kiara and Sarah Cameron.
Yeah, I'm
like Madison Bailey and Madeline Klein. They're real life human
They are.
beings.
I'm not like following 100% with the names because I don't.
My
really
whole
know,
For You page is Outer Banks.
But so is mine though, and I don't know why because I don't watch it.
Because your phone hears mine.
Probably.
And I'm like, I see their interviews. I see their like bloopers. I live for the bloopers.
Yeah. No, I see like a bunch of interviews with them and just like their real life. I see all like who they're dating now, and like I don't know. I don't like know.
I can't believe that Chase Stokes is dating Kelsey Ballerini. I mean, I totally could have pronounced her last name wrong, but like,
I don't
he's
know.
30, playing a 16-year-old. Anyway, I think
weird.
Alex Earl, back to her. Speaking of bloopers, should post more like drafts of her because like
her drafts are like good.
They're so good, and also like she does these get ready with me's, and like I just know that it didn't take one shot.
Yeah, probably.
And I wish
not.
that she had like videos of her being like,
But she also like has her videos where she's just like out and being like funny with her friends that like most like other people wouldn't post.
No,
like
I love those.
She's just great.
Those are the best ones. And I love the outfit ones because I think that like you just never know if she's going out with a bang or not, and she always 100%. Does. But like she's like, should I wear my sparkly but anglies?
And like, then she like puts it on and you're just like, I could never. I also like she was on my she's been on my For You page for a while.
Same. Like I'm like one of the OGs.
Same. Like when she had like 28K.
Yeah, like
that time.
I was in that time too.
And then I remember she like hit a million and I was like, oh my God, she's like been on my For You page for like a long time. And now she's just literally like
taking pictures with Channing Tatum. I'm gonna look. Like, I'm honestly curious.
Follower wise, probably almost at 5 million.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, she has nearly 7 million followers, or is that not on People? Says that. I feel like that can't be right.
Crazy. People Magazine.
I feel like People Magazine would be right?
Yeah, definitely. That's crazy.
But I also could have just.
I've been genuinely influenced, especially back to this Patrick Ta thing. Like I've known Patrick Ta. I just have never like actually thought to like buy any of his products. And
no, I need that.
Now I need that glow bomb so badly. I need the
glow bomb. That is
like,
the sickest
I will
product.
douse myself in that. Like
I just want to look glossy and tan.
I know.
All the time.
I'm just like really in my like dewy phase. Like
your dewy phase.
Like I love a dewy look right now. I probably look sweaty and oily, but like.
But you know what? It could be dewy. These lights give dewy.
These lights give greasy. Like
I just want Patrick Ta to come to our house and do our makeup just like he did hers. But I want a colored lip because I think that her makeup that he did was so well done, so good.
It was
but the nude lip really threw me off.
It was very monochromatic.
Did you just snap?
I was trying to think of the word. I can't snap. It's like one of my weird things I can't do.
Nothing really.
Way better than mine. Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah, really good stuff.
What do you feel about the
Hailey Bieber Selena drama?
Yeah,
you know how I feel about Selena Gomez.
I
will always stand with Selena Gomez.
So when we were in Madrid,
yeah,
and you became out as a closeted Selena Gomez fan.
Okay,
no. I'm saying
I've always loved her. They just happen to not know that about me.
Right?
Like I freaking love Selena Gomez.
Right. So. You came out as you loved her. You said you loved her, whatever. Then I like was still not like I like was still Hailey Bieber. Like I was like, you know what?
Because she was like trendy at the time.
She was trendy, like
and like I loved Hailey Bieber too, but I will always side with my girl Selena.
Yeah, but now I like don't like Hailey. Like wait,
I mean, I also
what
I swear by the Barrier Restore cream from Rhode, which is Hailey Bieber.
Yeah,
she is always sold out of everything on her website. I went on yesterday because I ran out and everything's in stock.
You know, she lost 200,000 followers and Kylie lost 1 million in
you mean Kendall?
Week. No, Kylie, because Kylie posted the eyebrow one.
Oh, Kylie posted the eyebrow? Why do I think Kendall did?
No, Kendall
posted TikTok.
The like, God's timing is always that one.
Oh, you're so right.
But
that was crazy.
I'm like really I just always was like, guys, like get over this, like Jelena, like just literally get over it. Like he's happy with Hailey, like all this stuff, and like she's not being nice. It's like Mean Girl, like it's like high school stuff, and I'm like, just not for it. And Selena's a queen. She's so talented. She's so not belittling Hailey Bieber or anything, but just like Hailey's a nepo baby. Like Selena is like talent, and you know it's just sad.
It really makes me sad, but I was really, really, really freaked out when I saw that everything on Rhode was restocked.
Yeah.
That never happens. Like I usually have to get texts when it restocks.
I mean, now people though were like really diving into the like getting like a little too like you're kind of reaching. Like I don't know if like everything.
Yeah, I know. There's like a lot of false information, but
as what I know,
like
I'm deciding that I love Selena and I feel bad for her.
Always will love Selena, and I think she's gone through a really tough time.
100%.
And the girl deserves the world. So Selena, if you're watching this,
we love you. We also love you, Hailey. Just be nicer to her. Yeah. If you are being mean.
Yeah. Like we really don't know. It's just the TikTok world loves to like what?
But have you seen? Yeah, they're just like forming some fabricating. But have you seen the Hailey like copying Selena and everything she does in her life? Like
the heart TikTok? Did you see the heart TikTok?
Yeah, everything though. I'm on like my entire For You page is this now because I'm very invested. And
I love when TikTok has news.
I know. And it'll be like Selena started like a cook with me in my kitchen. Haley started a cook with me in my kitchen. Like,
oh my
Selena,
God, I never thought about
Selena
that.
wore like this pink, like high neck dress. Haley wore pink, and everything like you
she
need.
said she follows her heart, and then Haley was like, I'm just here to follow
my heart.
Or like something
no,
like that.
I'm like scared of people seeing. I don't even know what it was,
It was
but
something where like the words were
also,
exactly
have you
the
seen
same.
that Haley used to tweet when she was younger, like Jelena for life?
What?
And she's like holding like a Teen Vogue or like something magazine when she was like 12 and they were dating. And she was like, I want them to get married.
Tea.
Such tea. I know. But enough
That
of
is
that,
crazy.
But it's like really, I'm like very invested.
I'm so invested, but it just like when anything's hate against Selena Gomez, like it genuinely
I know.
so hard.
And
Like
it makes
I
me
just
really
love her. She's my
upset.
childhood. Like Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, that was like by far my favorite.
I still watch it.
Love her.
On Disney Plus. I do. I'm not ashamed. But you know who's back with her boyfriend?
Who?
Ken's Nation. I was like obsessed with her this summer.
You were obsessed with her. Wait, she would be on my For You page, and I would like look at the comments and top comment. I mean, obviously it's because I follow you, but like it would be like, oh my God, like I think you should talk about this in your next video.
I would comment on every single post, and this was this past summer. Like
when I like
was 20 years old.
Yeah, I know. But like to be completely honest, I didn't know that they broke up, her and her boyfriend.
What?
You told me that, but like what's the story? Like what's the scoop?
There was just like it was a lot, and like it really took a toll on her.
Really?
And I don't know if I'm missing something.
The boyfriend you're talking about, like the boyfriend that like Grant, in the boyfriend reveal
when he got a lot of hate, and I felt so bad. Got a lot of hate.
Yeah, I also like didn't think he was that bad at all.
He's not at all, and I felt so bad for him.
So judgy.
It's awful on TikTok. The heat is awful, but I don't know exactly what happened. I think like she told the story, and I'm kind of blanking right now, but I was stalking her TikTok this morning, or it was last night, and I was like, "You just have a fly." I was like, "Wait, what the heck? He's back." And I need to know why. I wonder if she talked about it in another video.
Wait, but why did they break up? She didn't talk about it.
She said something about like things like
different like places
working out, and like he wasn't as supportive about like her or something about support. I want to say I could be so wrong.
Okay,
we got to look up on.
I love her. I do.
I think she's great. I hear she's not nice though when you meet her. I know, and that upsets me.
I was when I found that out, I was kind of shocked. I know, yeah.
She said.
When I found that out, I was kind of shocked. But then, like now, when I look at her videos, I can like kind of not like see how she's like mean, but maybe like influencer got to her head. Like I don't know.
Yeah. She also give her not that it's an excuse, but she has been going through so much recently, and I just feel for her. And she really does use TikTok
great,
as like a platform to spread awareness about like being real and letting your emotions out, which I think made me really like her.
That's why people like fall in love with influencers.
And I think that since she was so real with her like her fans, I think that, like very much like Alex, where like she talks to them like,
well, the more real you are,
yeah,
the more people
she's also young. She's like what, 23, 24, 22.
Yeah, she's also really talented. Like she's really talented, and I love her.
I don't. Patrick Tom, I think, went to her too. I don't understand why she would ever have someone else do her makeup. She's so good at it. She's so good. And I literally this summer would buy all of her products. Like if she used Tartelette tubing mascara, like it was in my cart.
Yeah,
and I use it now every day. And then
she's like, it?
I'm obsessed with it, and it like melts off.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I'm a telescopic stan.
Yeah, she uses that though recently, and now it's driving.
That's like a drugstore product that I am like swear by. So good.
But it's like she uses a new product and tells everyone she loves it, and I'm like, is it marketing or is it not? Am I falling for it? Am I not? Because then I end up getting the new thing, and I'm like, but I love the old one.
Alex posted like it said sponsored at the bottom, but it was like
see, when it says sponsored at the bottom, I know they don't really mean it.
It was like my new favorite. It was like a L'Oreal foundation or something. It was something
like and a dupe.
It was like some dupe, and it like she looked like gorgeous, obviously, because she's stunning, but it like she definitely didn't love it, and like everyone was commenting like gotta love like those like the partnerships, and she was like, no.
That's what like upsets me, is because like when it says like paid partnership at the bottom,
some people like won't accept like won't like make a partnership if they don't like the product.
Yeah, because it has to be organic. Like I did partnerships this summer, and it was all about like making sure that there was some form of connection. Otherwise it shows.
Yeah, you could really shows,
especially if she's experimenting with it all the time.
100%.
Can you believe that Charli D'Amelio went to Milan?
I like recently found this out
because I think it was Prada. I want to say it was Prada.
The fact that
Landon Barker was there too.
That confuses me.
Because she has children's books and she's like selling perfume.
And then she's like Prada.
Then she's Prada, which is like a way bigger demographic. And now, like, what are you going to have her fans who could be like 10 years old going up to mom and dad being like,
yeah,
can I get this Prada bag Charli D'Amelio? Like, that's like,
no, it's, yeah. Whoa! I also just find like, not that Charli D'Amelio is like not sophisticated at all. Like, she's great and really has made such a name for herself. Yeah, but she is 2 years younger than us. She also like Prada. I always thought was just like a sophisticated designer. Like, it wasn't,
because it's like in that like realm.
And I just like find it interesting that they chose her to be.
Yeah, but it's because of how much, like, she has
obviously
150 million,
of course, and it was like TikTok. And it was, yeah.
So 150 can't all
that's
be
a
kids.
lot. That's a lot. Yeah.
So like,
yeah, you would think they would go with like.
No, but she's been doing a really
I don't know. She has so much influence that
like she just like looks insane in their ads and stuff. Like, they've been doing a really good job with that.
Crazy.
But
it's so crazy how like 5 years ago, like designers like that would never even think to like use like a TikTok user like for their marketing. It's a whole new world.
Like, there are influencers.
Is like
it's eating you. I'm like, what? Oh my god, there's two.
They like my perfume.
Probably.
Oh my god. So yeah, it's like a whole new world. It's crazy.
Yeah, because there's so many jobs now.
Like this summer when I did work, how much
people make just posting.
Yeah, this summer when I worked with like when I worked with like
just ate that.
Did like social media marketing. I just thought I said that wrong for a second. It was like so much of it was TikTok based, and it was like using new platforms to like track like the TikTok like traction, and like that just is like a new thing. Like, my bosses were experimenting with it. Like, just no one knows like how to like.
My favorite were when you would get ready with me's, and like that's just so not like you.
It's so I don't even have like, I have a TikTok and I follow
like maybe like, just
you and like Jess.
Since we're the most active.
Yeah, and like I have no followers.
I think that Jess should totally start juices with Jess.
I agree.
Okay, backstory: our friend's like obsessed with making juices, and like when she was just FaceTime, like, it's very, very recent. But like when she was just on FaceTime with us before this, I was like, she's kind of influencing me right now to like make a juice.
I know.
And like she was
like an interesting.
She's really. She has a good like influence in her voice.
She's very persuasive,
and like. When she's like, look how cool the color is, and that I'm like stuck on the
she's
color
like descriptive. I feel like Jess and I are similar in that way, that like we like are very like weirdly descriptive. Like, you know what I mean?
She was like, look at the consistency of this lime green juice. I'm like
yum.
Shout out, Jess.
Make it.
You should totally start.
I'm like literally not wearing shoes right now. The dogs are out.
The dogs are barking.
So
I can't believe people are on spring break already. It's literally February.
It's so weird. I like don't like it. Spring break.
I just
warm. Nothing. Yeah, I know. I guess the people are like
going to warm places. Like
you know what though? The schools that are on spring break right now, it's probably so much cheaper, so much less crowded. Like,
yeah, we're going during the worst time.
We're going during high school spring break, which is like literally the worst time.
And those have been booked out for a while, so that weekend was always.
I just said we're going as if we're going anywhere, because we're not. We had like a traumatizing. Wasn't traumatizing. Very grateful we got to go on spring break last year, because like it was great.
It was like through a program.
It was through a program.
It was supposed to be like a lot of people did it, but like
it wasn't.
It just wasn't our vibe. It was in. Where were we? Cabo. And
it was very expensive for what it was. It was sceney.
I just never really felt like safe in the hotel. Was so dark. So like and it was like walking around. It was a
huge hotel. So
and like there were not many lights. So like you were just kind of like walking with a flashlight. You had to be with a group of people because it was like public.
The rooms were like on the were outside. Like it wasn't like gated a building. It was just a little.
It just wasn't anything we were really used to. But it was definitely fun. Great. Like we had the best time.
I almost. It
was my birthday.
Though, yeah. It was so much fun. I just almost wish that like we didn't.
It wasn't
there.
Relaxing.
We didn't go to like we're not the biggest like clubbing people. Like we didn't go to like the parties that we were paying for, and I just feel like I wish we did something ourselves.
Could have done something different, but it was a learning experience, and we still had a blast. And
it was so much fun.
Many memories.
I fell down the stairs like completely sober and hurt my leg, really and I fully have still have the biggest scar. My bone, I think, is bruised.
It has to.
That was memorable.
Your scar is a year old almost.
Ew. Do you remember that restaurant though? The sushi place.
Funky Geisha?
Yeah, it was like good, but like, you know,
The
when
fact
like
that
the
I just like
sushi,
remembered
I
that,
know,
that was
I like did
weird.
not, you know, the sushi, well, you don't eat sushi, but it was like so tough. It just
You
wasn't
don't
good. And
remember
I was
I
like,
tried the tuna
I just like
and
actually made the grossest noise.
you don't remember me trying the tuna and
No,
I
it
literally
wasn't.
like spit it out
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
in like
It
someone's
definitely
face.
wasn't
I'm
great. But
just
we
not
weren't
a
the only
sushi
people
girl.
to say that. A lot of people didn't love
Nobody
it.
liked that place. I just think that
We have a lot of memories from there, though.
it was one of those things that you didn't as much enjoy in the moment, but you enjoyed it after talking about it. Like
Yeah.
that's like so us. Like
So
we like
us.
do something and we're like, let's talk about it for like 2 years.
Yeah. We also were like,
Be like
we're like,
we'll
do something and we'll be like, can't wait to talk about this tomorrow. Like, just
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
like
we're
like, can't wait to meme this when we get back from
we
Cabo.
spent about 40 minutes yesterday talking about London. And also we made the fajitas we made. We literally analyzed like how good the crisp of the chicken was, how well the peppers were sauteed.
You know what that is though? That is us being together for way too long and having nothing to talk about.
Especially you and I.
We're like,
we end up like
this coffee is like
this coffee's
so watery today. It's just
like,
not.
We're like Ellen must have made it. It's really good today.
Right. Like if there's anything like new in either of our lives, I feel like it's like fun to like talk about. Like I feel like
we usually just talk about what we're doing in the moment.
I feel like we have to like play dinner at the music table.
What? You have to play dinner at the music table?
I'm tired. Play music at the dinner table to film this awkward silence. Not that it's awkward because I could be in silence with you guys for hours.
Totally, but we most definitely played music yesterday during dinner to fill the silence.
And then we're like, oh, these beans are like, it's just,
we're like, someone's like, can you pass the chips? Or like, walk over here.
We're like, guys, this is so good.
Yeah, whenever there's silence, someone breaks the ice with this is just so good. We're like, so I think I need another tortilla.
We're so annoying. But anyway, yeah, talked about Cabo, still talking about it. But I feel like there's so many different ways. It wasn't relaxing. I feel like there's so many different ways you can do spring break. It doesn't need to be like, I feel like a lot of times
we could very easily stay in New Orleans. It's just a matter of
it's the social
fact that,
pressure.
We've been here for months that we want to like get a break from it. But like realistically, like I would be totally fine exploring New Orleans because 100%. We don't do that. Like
I also just feel like people feel pressured because it's like spring break and like someone like my parents aren't paying for spring break. Like they didn't last year and like I'm doing it and I'm like, why do I want to waste all my money that I like work hard for to like on some like there's just so many more memorable ways. Let's say it were
like a big trip that a bunch of people were doing. I would say like fine. Like that is like I prefer to spend my money on like experiences.
I agree.
So like sure, but since there is nothing going on, like that's something I would save. Like I'm literally meeting my parents.
Yeah, like I wish that we
meeting up with my parents. I've met my parents. That like didn't sound right.
I wish that we went through like figured out our spa idea like earlier.
I know.
Today we were thinking
we just didn't plan in advance, and I think that was
we were like, let's go somewhere that like isn't popular, and like for 3 days and like do like a spa week or like just like hike. We were like, let's go to Arizona and hike.
Even though Arizona Scottsdale is like the most popular place for spring break,
and
we were like, let's go somewhere low key. Like that is like
not low key.
Last place, honestly, especially after the Super Bowl, everyone's like talking about it. It is probably going to be packed.
So I didn't even think about that with the Super Bowl.
I went there as a kid every year for spring break for like 8 years in a row.
I was supposed to go in December.
It's my favorite place, Scottsdale.
I love Arizona.
Sedona.
I went to I've been to Sedona.
I wish we went to like Palm Springs. There are just so many places. I want to go.
Everything's popular now though, and like everything. Jordan and I were before. We're like, let's go to Lake Tahoe. Like, it's still popular. Yeah. Like it's just so
it's crazy.
But you know what? We'll figure it out.
I think I'm just taking an hour flight over to Florida.
Nice.
Seeing the vibes.
It's honestly hard to fly to Florida from New Orleans these days. Everything's connecting.
Really?
Like it was so hard for me to find a flight this weekend. Like when I
there just are only two. There's one really early, and there's
mine was really early.
Yeah, like when I flew the JetBlue at like 6 on a Sunday, like I got there at 8 a.m.
Yeah, like that's like,
yeah. I don't do well that early in the morning, especially when I need to focus and like go.
Yeah, it'll all work out though.
Yeah, we'll let you know our spring break plans, but they're not till April, so
we have a lot of time.
You'll hear a lot more until you hear those.
Yeah, seriously.
But I feel like next week, hopefully, we'll have a guest. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We're gonna have another guest at some point.
We're gonna, I feel like it makes it something new.
Totally. Shout out Ethan Mark that was here, started his own podcast on
with Boot Crew. Amazing.
So check it out.
It's called
it's awesome.
Thick in the trenches
with a C. There's no K in thick.
Like two C's. Do you remember in middle school someone would be like, she's thick with 2 C's?
Or like, oh no, she's 3 C's. Oh, she's no C's. She's just thick. And you were like, I always got that. And I'm like, what even does that mean?
Oh my, I literally hate people.
We were so immature in middle school. Like the fact that was even a topic of discussion.
Boy, remember that?
Boy, or like,
ew,
like you would bring it back. Like, there were just so many. We should totally next week like discuss with them things that you forgot was a thing when you were in like middle school. Like those ones that we were going over them the other day and we were
there's so many. Oh man, let's do that. Let's do that.
All right, so stay tuned for that next week.
We'll see you like next week. I guess that's all we have.
Peace out.
Tune in.